Okay, so here's where we were before. I put the treads at the bottom of the sneaker. Once you're there, what you're going to then do is take this piece, drag it right about here or so. You can always hold shift and make it slightly bigger. Then what I want you to do is take the white arrow tool, regular white arrow, direct selection tool, click away from it for a moment. Then what we're going to do is click on the line so you see the dots. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Then what we're going to do is we're going to actually pull this dot to the center a little bit. You see what I did? I just pulled this dot that was down here, pulled it all the way to about there. Okay. Then you can take your black arrow tool, click on it, move it over a little bit. Then what I want to do is I want to hold Option on the keyboard, click, drag so I get two of them. And then I actually want to flip this one. In order to flip it, you can go over to your Rotate tool and you'll see that there is a Reflect tool over here, or you can hit O on your keyboard. Once I have that, all I got to do is click, hold, drag, and I'm holding Shift and do it the opposite direction. If it flips on you a little bit, that's okay. Hold shift and you'll get it to be like that eventually. And then what I would like you to do is take the black arrow, select both pieces, and just move them to the center a little bit. You can always pull from the edge and kind of stretch them out a little bit at the same time. Make sure you have both selected. Okay, perfect. Then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to use the rounded rectangle tool again, and we are going to click and drag to create laces. Then once you have one, you can take the black arrow, hold Option. So you got about 3 laces or so. That looks pretty good. Then we want the tongue. So one more time, rounded rectangle. This time it's going to be a pretty big one. Like this, come all the way down. And then we just have to right click, arrange, and send to back. Looks good. Alright, so we got like one kind of sneaker there a little bit. Although the bottom is a little bit rounded at the bottom, that's okay. Then I want you to take the Ellipse tool here. I'm going to zoom in again so you can see. I want you to hold shift and make a perfect circle. And then once you have that, you're going to take the white arrow, the direct selection tool, click away from this circle for a moment. Then you're going to click on the circle, click the anchor point on the right side once, pull it out. You can hold shift to make it a straight line. Then I want you to actually just move it up. You can also hold shift to kind of move it up at an angle. Then what I want to do is we're going to make this into the Nike swoosh. So you're going to switch over, you can see right here, to the convert point tool. We're going to take the convert point tool, hit this handle right here, pull it down, and then we're going to do the same thing on this top side, kind of pull it down like that. Then take the black arrow, select it, hold shift, make it smaller. You can give it a different color for the fill, whatever color you would like it to be. And then click, move, drag, and drop. And again, you might have to make it a little bit smaller to kind of fit in here to make it your Nike sneaker. So you can see from far away we had it over here on the side. Then I'm going to select the entire thing, right click, group it, hold shift, make it a little smaller, and then we're going to put it here where the sneaker would be. Okay, then I'm going to hold Option, copy, so now I have 2 of them. Got it? Okay, looking good so far. Last couple of pieces are, you're going to take the rectangle tool. We are going to click, drag, and create a rectangle. It can go outside the artboard a little bit like I've just done. I want you to color it the same color as a street, so let's make it black. I want you to right click, arrange, and send to back. Good. Then we're going to create another box. It can be on either side of him. I don't care which side you choose. And you're going to click and drag to create a box. But I want you to color that box yellow. Actually, let's mess with these colors a little bit. Let's keep this black. Sorry about that. Let's take the black arrow tool. Let's click on the big black box for a second, and let's make that green. My mistake. So let's make green for the grass at the bottom. When I click on the green for the grass, this big rectangle here, it does have, you can see it has a black stroke. Just click on it and get rid of the black stroke. Then go back to the black smaller rectangle that you put here, give that no stroke as well. Okay. Then from there you're going to take the white arrow, direct selection tool, click away from it for a moment, and when you click back on it, you'll see the dots at the bottom. What I want you to do is just pull at an angle so it looks like this is going to be the street. So it's like coming at a little bit of an angle here. Alright, and you can move the top one kind of over a little bit. Almost so it looks like it's going back, right, in perspective a little bit. You can take the black arrow, select both these pieces, the black and the green, right click, arrange, send to back, so they are, make sure that they're behind your character. Then we're going to create some buildings behind here. So we're just going to take the rectangle tool again, and at this point all you have to do is kind of click and drag, and they can come further down than where the grass is because we can always right click and arrange them to the back later. But I want you to give them a color. Now you can make them different color grays, let's say. So I'm going to make a few different size ones, and I'm going to make them slightly different shades of gray. Alright? And so I want you to have a few different sizes of these, and again, different shades of gray. And you could always take the black arrow, select them all, right click, arrange, send to back. Alright? Once you have a set of them like this, before we copy and paste them, what we really should do is put some windows in. So take the rectangle tool again. This time, click away from it, command click away. Take the rectangle tool, grab like a yellow or a light color, and I want you to, I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to make some windows. So all you have to do is click and drag, and then you can use the black arrow, hold option, so you have the exact same size, and you can begin to copy and paste these using the option tool. And once you have a few of them, you could always hold, you can click on them, hold shift to grab all of them, and then hold option again, so you get another whole set that kind of pops up. Oops. Like that, right? Something like that. And then once you have a whole set of those, right, at the top of these, we can take, I'm going to command click away again, I'm going to take the rectangle tool again, I'm going to use the same color by using the eyedropper that we use on this building, for example. Rectangle tool again, you can make little smokestacks coming out of the top. I'll do the same thing here. I'll use this dark gray color and I'll make another smokestack, but like larger, maybe like a tiered one like this. Alright, so when you see it from far away, it looks like a couple of buildings, right? You can make them as big or small as you want, as many windows as you want. I'm going to take the black arrow tool now, click, drag, select all of these. I'm going to hold shift to get these two pieces. Then I'm going to hold option again, click, drag, now I got two sets of the same thing. I could use the reflect tool to reflect it so it looks a little bit opposite. I could right click again, arrange, send to back. Ask me for help on this if you get stuck. And then one more time, what we're going to do is to use the rectangle tool. We're going to create a big box. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see. I'm going to create a big box just like this. I'm going to color it kind of a light blue. I'm going to right click, arrange, and send to back. So I got a little bit of a sky behind it. Right? Then the very last piece to the entire project was we take the ellipse tool, we go up near these smokestacks. Once we get near the smokestacks, we click and drag. You can hold shift to get a perfect circle if you want. And we're going to make them like a gray color, like that. And then what you do is, as they're coming out, they're going to get bigger and bigger, 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 right? Just like that. Then with the black arrow, you click on them, you hold shift to grab the rest of them. And then you go to the Pathfinder here. If you don't see it, go to Window and go down, then Pathfinder. But here, the first one on the left is to unite them, which will pull them all together like that. And it does a nice job. Now, the selected piece here, you see the opacity is 100, so you can't see through it at all. If you bring that down a bit, all of a sudden you are seeing through it a little bit, so it looks a little bit more like true, you know, smoke or smog. And you can do that to any of these. Okay? That's the end of the project. Please make sure you save.